Hello everyone, welcome to Architect Talks. So in this video, I'm going to explain append variable in AzureDataFactory. So basically this append variable is used to append the values for the existing variables, which is in the form of only in the array format. So it cannot take any other types, it can only accept the arrays. So let me go to the paint and I'll show you one example for the append variable. So if you see here, right, so I have drawn a picture for the example. So initially I was taking with get metadata. I'll be using this get metadata activity to get the child items, means file names in the Azure blob storage. So these file names I am passing to for each. So for each activity will iterate each file name and it will append that file name to the append variable that I am going to create in the file name. So basically this append variable cannot be the output cannot be visible, so we cannot see the output of the append variable. So we are using set variable to see the data. So let me go to the Azure Data Factory and let me create one pipeline here, which is append variable pipeline. Close this one. So as I show you in the paint, right, let me get the get metadata activity. Let me name this get metadata and go for settings and just create one new data set, which is Azure blob gen2, and then delimit text file. So this is get data set and select the linked service. This linked service I have already created, and go to the file path and click on landing. Okay, you see these files, right? Just okay, click on that and that is okay. Okay, just try to debug this one. Okay, for that we need to select the field list. In the field list we need to select the child items. So in this child items we can have the file names. Okay, let's try to debug this one. Yeah, it succeeded and you can see this output. So if you see this output, right, we can see two file names. One is address text file and one is employee.txt file. So these two files are available under the landing area. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, so I'll be using for each activity to iterate each child item. Okay, now I'm going to the canvas and select for each. Okay, just connect this for each to get metadata, name it as for each, and go to the settings and go to the items. If you see items, right, in the output of the get metadata we have many items. Out of these we need to select the child items. Okay, click on OK. That is fine. Go to the activities. So inside the activity I need to set a append variable. I need to have an append variable as I show in this one, right? So I'll be having an append variable for each iterator. It will append the value to this append variable, and later on to display those values I'll be using the set variable. Okay, go inside, and if you go inside for each, click on this one and add append variable. Append variable. Okay, if you go to the settings, right, if you drop down you will not see nothing, because if you see the recent lectures, right, I showed you, I explained about set variable. If you understand the set variable, right, so before coming to this append variable, just watch the set variable in my playlist and come to the append variable. So if you want to have if you want to use append variable, we need to create a variable at the pipeline level. So if you go back to the pipeline and if you click on the canvas, you see the few parameters here, parameters, variable settings and output. So if you click on the variables, and we need to add a variable for the append variable. Okay, I'll be having a name called file names. and this has to be array, because append variable works only for the array. Okay, and then if you go to the pipeline, right, this is fine, and if you go inside the for loop, and if you select this one, and you can see the drop down file names, just select these file names, and at the value you need to select the for each item, okay, for each item, and that is okay. And also then after you have to have a set variable to display the items. Okay, items in the sense file names. Okay, just select set variable. Okay, connect this append variable to the set variable. For the set variable also we need to create a variable on the pipeline level. Okay, go back to the pipeline and click on canvas and variables, click on new, set variable file names. Okay, this has to be array because we are passing the data from array, and it has to store in the array. If you give other than array, right, string or boolean, it will throw error while we are running. Okay, keep this right and go to the for each and go to the activities, and if you click on this pencil icon, and you can see append and set variables. Click on set variables, that is okay. Go to settings and drop down, select the set variable file names. Okay, then after at value you need to select the variables here. For the variables you need to select file names, because we need to get the input from the append variable. Click on this one. Okay, that is fine. Now go back and just try to run this pipeline, means debug this one. Click on output. Okay, get metadata ran fine, and for each is running. Everything ran fine, I guess. Just try to refresh this. Okay, all ran fine. If you click on output of the get metadata, you can see the child items, address txt and employee txt. Okay, these two are coming, and for each it will iterate each one. Okay, it will not show anything, and append variable also will not show anything. So that is why we are using set variable to see the data. Okay, and click on set variable output. You see the set variable, right? So for each iterate, it will add the names of the files. Okay, this will also have the same thing. That is okay. I think this is the append variable. So basically the append variable is like, we are going to create one variable here that should be definitely an array, and for that array we are going to add the data. So we are adding each file name through the for each iterator, and then we are passing that to set variable to display the data. Okay, yeah. So this is all about append variable. I hope you like the video, and thank you.